Alright, here's the, not really Marvel Universe. It's not labeled as such, but it's the same scale as the Marvel Universe figures. But it's for the Avengers movie. However, this is part of the comic series, and it's Marvel's Hawkeye. One of the newer iterations. He's cool. I basically only got it because I don't have a Hawkeye in this costume. This is the only one I've seen, actually. I don't remember if... I think there's only like one other one in this line that they did. Then there was like the Dark Hawkeye and the Hawkeye in the regular Marvel Universe. So there's been four 4-inch scale Marvel Hawkeyes as far as I know. So this is cool. It's different. Kind of has a Spec Ops. Has like a real 90s look with his hair hanging out. It just screams Rob Liefeld to me. Just the way he looks. He's kind of cool. He's a nifty looking figure. I like the packaging. I like it a lot better than the G.I. Joe Retaliation packaging. Yeah, this is generic, but I mean, you got all 4 characters on there. You got a nice dynamic background with the Avengers logo in it, with the title on there. And it's not too bad. It's kind of nifty, you know. Way better than some of the packaging I've seen. Then on the back, it shows you some of the rest of the wave there. You know, another Thor, another Iron Man, yet another Captain America, because you need 6 of each. This is number 5 out of this series, I guess. 5. And that's it. So let's crack him out of his packaging and check him out. Alright, so here he is without any packaging. See all of accessories there. He's got a what do they even call this thing? Is it a bow launcher? It launches arrows. It's a Gatling gun looking deal with 3 different arrows, as well as a small Scarlet-like crossbow. I don't know if they did this in the G.I. Joe line at all, but it could possibly have come from there. But I believe it's just I believe it's its own sculpt. It's pretty nifty looking. It looks like a little crossbow. It's got 2 pistols. They're actually different. Let's see here. Got this one there that's out of focus, and that one there that's out of focus. There we go. Kind of neat. They both really sport neat little sculpts there. This one, though, the more futuristic looking one, is got a super thin handle, so I don't have to deal with that. They both fit in his holster, of course. And then, of course, you got the figure itself. So yeah, and I like the sculpt. It's pretty neat. Had like a 90s kind of aesthetic kind of going on there. You know, it's got nice chesty straps and arm straps and bicep straps and hair poking out for no reason, and a little bit of tech going on, and yeah, kind of neat. I mean, looks like you borrowed some Captain America boots there or something, but yeah, whatever, all on the same team. But yeah, you can pretty much stick his pistols into his holsters, which I wish this belt had come on Captain America. It does have a little Hawkeye logo on it, and as you can see here, the bottoms of the holsters are closed, so you can't get the guns seated down properly. So I could poke that through, which I'm tempted to do. I don't know, we'll see. I might dig it out with an X-Acto and see what happens. Then you got his little crossbow there. Finger will fit into the trigger guard, and then it still falls out. The other hand, it's actually a little big of a grip there for it, but not too bad. Does have this double backpack thing kind of molded on here, but it fits 2 of his arrows. So you can throw his Hulk colored arrow and his Captain America colored arrow in there. Meanwhile, you can take his bow, Gatling gun, launcher, bazooka, rifle deal. Now, one thing about this, it does have an interesting handle. You slip his fingers around the handle through a side guard, which is kind of neat. And when you launch this in, you get a little bow tensioning action there. And I thought these would launch it, and they do. But additionally, you have a button right there. So if you don't like to do the bow action, you can always just push the button. So that's kind of neat. One of the better little gimmicky toys. I mean, yeah, it's huge, but it's It's halfway interesting. And then the hand just slips around the grip once you force it in, like that. Oops. Popped out. But yeah, I had him standing up earlier with it. Had him all decked out, and of course now he's not going to do it. I think these 1000-watt bulbs are probably going to end up melting them. But yeah, it's kind of neat for a gimmick, you know. Actually, I'd rather just have him without his bows, without his bow and his ginormous arrows, and you stick him with a crossbow. And if I come across a cool looking compound type bow, I'll probably pick that up. Or if they come up with another version of this guy that you can actually find besides this one, then I'll probably pick it up. But you know, it looks pretty good. It's got a good design. Sculpt was great. The paint's pretty good. It's got a lot of nice little details on there. They tried to paint the Hawkeye logo into the belt buckle. I mean, it's a little weak, but not too bad. I mean, the sculpt is really good though. And he has some cool accessories. Seems pretty durable. I haven't tried to pull anything off yet. The only really thing as far as the sculpt goes I didn't like was the fact that his holsters are so shallow, but I can fix that. They did actually go ahead and do the proper color plastic in the joints. They're getting better at that, it looks like. He's got a ball jointed head, has a separate sculpted little neck, I don't know, scarf, whatever you want to call it, around his neck there. It's got like a ball jointed type shoulders, a single point elbow with a swivel. He doesn't have any kind of waist articulation or anything. He does have the Marvel ball type hips, single point knee with a swivel, and that's it. Nothing below the knee. But it's not a bad sculpt. I mean, he has a little less articulation than some of the Marvel Universe figures, but it works for him. I mean, you can get whatever poses you need. I mean, I'll have to get a actual bow out, full size. Well, for his scale, like a full size bow, and see if you can't get a nice, you know, pose where he's actually trying to draw the bowstring back and stuff. I mean, it's going to be kind of difficult without being able to turn the waist, but you can kind of fudge it. So all in all, not bad. It's a cool figure. I mean, if you like the design, pick him up. He's probably a pass if you're just trying to pick up movie figures or trying to pick up classic comic type stuff, not really trying to get into the modern Hawkeye type stuff. But if you are, he's not bad. I mean, if you don't have one, then get one. You know what I mean? So not a must-have, but not too bad either. So that's the Marvel The Avengers comic series, Marvel's Hawkeye with Gatling arrow launcher.